So if you would meet me at the top of the mat, inhale all the way up. And exhale, forward fold. Relax, coming into a half lift with your inhale. And exhale down, rolling it up. We'll do the same thing, probably at least 2 more times. So this is your last one. Step the feet back, find your plank. From right here, just take the knees down and sit back to child's pose. Coming up to that knee plank, bend the elbows a little bit for a push-up and take it back to child's pose. About 3 times, so that was number 1. Just a nice fluid motion. And coming into plank, dig the toes, find your down dog. Relax right here, paddle the heels. Breathe, coming into plank. Take the knees down. If you have your weights right there, grab one. Shoulder over the wrist, and then take one weight in the hand and just do elbow to sky. Down to the floor, elbow to sky. If you want to add a little bit to this, elbow up and then take it out in front. So it's like a little swing, and if you need to, you can always widen the knees a little bit. Keep breathing. One more, and we will change to the other side. Set up first. Your glutes are a little bit high. Bring the elbow to the sky and then take that weight forward if you're doing that, or to the mat, whichever works for you. And it looks like my shoulder is not quite above my wrist, which is fine. I'm just pushed back a little bit. So do what feels good for you. Whew, this is tough. Two more. And release. Bring the hands down. Find plank. Full plank again if that feels good for you. Widen the feet to the edge of the mat and find your down dog. So you have a wide-legged down dog. Make sure you readjust your hands, readjust your feet. Find a comfortable spot for you. Soften the knees a little bit. Press the glutes up toward the sky while you straighten those legs. Bringing a bigger stretch into the shoulders. Breathe. Releasing the knees to the mat. Find child's pose. And just breathe right here. Walk the hands to one side. Press into the opposite hip. Relax and breathe. Moving the hands to the other side, same thing. Push into the opposite hip. Continue your breath. And bring the hands to neutral. Walk them back, find your toes, coming into a garland pose. Heels up or heels down, your choice. Bring the hands to the heart center. My heels are up right now just because that's where my feet were when I came back into the child's pose. Release the hands, push the glutes up, finding forward fold. And when you're ready, soften the knees, taking the hands back, starting to open the chest and coming up. Inhale. Bringing the hands to the heart center. Step to the top of the mat and grab your weights on the way there. From right here, step the left foot back for a warrior one, so not a big step. Set it up, take your time for just a moment, push the hips forward and bicep curl right here. So we'll do 5 times. Oh shoot, I forgot to count. I'm going to say that was 5, sorry about that. Step to the top, stretch the other foot back, find warrior one. Square it up, push the hips forward, bicep first and then press to the sky. So we're going to stay at cactus and press up 5 times. Bringing it down, step to the top, shift again to warrior one. My left foot is back. Lift the elbows in the back and press back for tricep. 5 times. Stepping to the top, change your feet again. Step back, warrior one. This time, bring it to bicep, take it to the sky, put the weights together, and tricep again, 5 times. Bringing the weights down, step to the top of the mat. Take the weights toward the floor, soften the knees. From right here, come to a half lift, holding right here and breathe. Release to the floor, taking the hands behind the back. If you want, you can leave them right here on the hips, or you can take them up to the sky, or if you have flexibility, you can take them more toward the floor. This is your choice. It's your forward fold. It's your mat. Releasing the hands. Grab those weights again. This time, soften the knees. Start to bring the chest up and push up. Okay? So sit back in your chair and come up. 5 times. So these are basically deadlifts. Your chest is open, you are looking across the room. And I'm going to say that was 5. When you're ready, step the left foot back for warrior two. We're not taking the arms up just yet. Find your leg position first. When you're ready, bring the hands into a bicep half curl. So we're not all the way up, we're not all the way down. We're halfway. Now, with the elbows in close to the body, and we are turned to the side, open the weights away from one another like chicken wings, and close. And open and close. And when you're ready, step to the top. So I'm going to go the opposite way so you can see what I'm doing. Step the right foot back this time, finding warrior two. This time, the palms are in hammer position, which means your thumbs point up and your weights are toward the thighs. So bring them up to delt level and down 5 times. This one you are open on as well. And when you're finished with your 5, step to the top of the mat. Inhale, bicep curl up, push to the sky, and we're taking it down, exhale. Leave your weights on the floor, placing your hands and step the feet back for plank. Drop the right knee and open it up, finding a side plank with one knee down. Good job. Breathe and release. Find plank again, full plank if you can. This time drop the left knee and turn the body open to the sky. The right fingertips point up. The left knee is down. Releasing to full plank again. and push to your down dog. Settle into it, so paddle the heels, find where it feels good for you. And breathe. Releasing the knees to the floor and child's pose. And breathe. Walk the hands to one side, pushing into the opposite hip. We've been here already today. Breathe. Moving the hands to the other side. Push into the opposite hip. So in other words, my hands moved right, but they're pressing and pushing toward my left hip. Release to neutral. And relax right here. Forehead down if you can. Your glutes connected to your heels if that works. Walking the hands back. Find garland pose again. So get on those toes. If you can, do flat feet. If not, heels up are fine. Bring the hands to the heart center. And breathe right here. Relax the hands to the floor. Coming forward on the toes. Find a forward fold. Rearrange your feet to about hip width apart. When you're ready, coming into half lift, resting the hands on the thighs, looking about 4 feet in front of your toes. So you're not looking at your toes, you're looking away from your toes. Continue to breathe. Soften the knees, coming up, inhale. Bringing those hands to the heart center. Step to the top of the mat. When you're ready, inhale all the way up. And exhale the hands toward the floor. Soften the knees, grab your weights and soften the knees a little more. Coming into chair pose. Place the weights on the top of the legs or the knees. The glutes are pushed back. When you're ready, coming up to a standing pose and shoulder rolls with those weights. And reverse those rolls, so go the other direction. And here we go. Stepping to the top of the mat, make a bicep curl, press it to the sky. Holding right here. Step the left foot back. Short lunge, okay? Knee is over the ankle in the front. The back toes are either pointed forward or out at about 45 degrees. From right here, soften the elbows, bring them to cactus, and push back up. So you can have the palms facing one another if you like. And last one. Pressing up, bring it to heart center, step to the top, switching feet. So another lunge. Press to the sky. This time, come to cactus, and then press the elbows together and pull apart. And relax, stepping to the top. From right here, come to about the center of your mat. I'm going to turn just a little bit. I want you to push back kind of into a chair position, but I want you to find what's comfortable for you. Place the ends of the weights on the tops of the legs. From right here, open and close. So we're working the back, open and close. These are flies. Once again, we are not looking at our toes. We're looking 3 to 4 feet in front of our toes. 2 more. and release. Take those weights to the mat. Finding your forward fold. Feet are about hip width apart. Coming into a half lift. And breathe right here. Sticking the glutes out, the belly is down, the chest is open. We're looking out in front of the toes again. Release to the floor, step the feet back, find a plank. And child's pose. In your child's pose, widen the knees a little bit. The feet can stay together, but widen the knees and then drop the chest down between the legs. The belly comes down between the legs. Relax and breathe. Walking the hands to one side, press into the opposite hip. And moving to the other side. Press. And let's move to hands and knees. Now, if you're not comfortable with a open palm, then move to fists. Grab one weight and set up, shoulder over wrist, hip over knee. And you may find yourself pushing back a little bit, and that's fine. Just don't come forward with it. When you're ready, I forgot what we were doing. Oh, okay, bird dog. Here we go. So one leg pushes back and the opposite arm goes forward, okay? I want you to take your time with this. So we'll do 5 times. Because it takes a minute for the brain to figure it out and then to hold that weight out in front so every muscle in your body is just tight, tight, tight. And I think that was 5. If it wasn't, oh well, you get to cheat a little bit. Go ahead and move to the other side. And once again, take your time setting up. Think about which one's moving back and which one's moving forward. Oh, that side is a little weak. Woo! One more time. And release. Oh my goodness, that was awesome. Coming to the hands and knees. Take one arm out to the side. Take it underneath the body for a big stretch. Bringing the shoulder down, bringing the head down. Leaving the hand right here by the face. Taking it to the other hand. Taking it up. Or taking it around the back. What do you need today? And breathe. Release. We are moving to the other side. Open to the side. Take it under. Oh. Where do you need your hands? What feels good? Breathe. Coming to a seated pose. Grab one weight. We are placing it between the feet. So you're going to grab that weight with the balls of the feet or the arches of the feet. Now, if you feel like you're on a hard floor and you're going to drop it, then don't use the weight at all because we're just moving to a boat pose, I think. Whew. Oh my. Okay, so my hands are still on the floor. Ugh. That's tough. Bringing it down. Oh my goodness, that was bad. Walk the feet down the mat and stretch toward your heels. and release. You will need one weight. We are moving to the side. Bring part of your mat down so you'll have an extra cushion for your elbow. Soften the bottom knee so your bottom knee is bent. Grab your weight with the top arm. Push the hips up. Bring the weight to the shoulder and press it to the sky. So from the shoulder to the sky, and then drop it toward the hip just a little bit and come back up. Your hips are up, your weight is dropping toward the hip and coming back up. So we'll do 5 times. Now remember, if 5 times isn't good for you, you can do 10 or you can do 2. It's whatever fits you today. Ooh, I'm thinking 5 times was a little aggressive here. When you're finished, bring it to shoulder, take it to floor, and we change to the other side. You move some things around here. Whenever you're ready. Bottom leg stays bent, push the hips up, grab that weight, bring it to shoulder, press it to sky, and then take it toward the hip. 5 times. So most of the time my left side is my weak side, but today it's my strong side. And after your 5, just relax, bring it down, and move to your belly. Stretch the toes down the mat, put the forehead on the back of the hands, relax right here, let the belly relax, let the back relax. And just breathe. If you want to, you can turn your head one direction, putting your cheek on the back of the hands, just for a little neck stretch. But remember to do both sides. Continue to breathe. Bringing the hands back toward the pecs, dig the toes, and find child's pose. Push all the way back. Coming to hands and knees. Bring the right knee forward for pigeon. So right knee comes toward the right wrist. Move the hands to the inside of the leg. So staying up in your pigeon for just a moment. My right knee is forward, so I'm going to take my weight with my right hand and I'm going to pump, just bicep pump. And you're not going to get a full straightening of the arm right here, but that's okay. Let's go 5 times. And release. Drop the left elbow into the mat, finding your heart center. Twist, looking back over your right shoulder. And breathe. Release. Now just for fun, take the right elbow into the mat and make your twist the other direction. We're still trying to keep our hip position, but if you lean back a little bit, don't worry about it. Just try the twist. See how it feels. And release. When you're ready, find your plank. Let's move to a down dog. Coming to a left, bring my left knee forward for pigeon, sorry. Little craziness. Both hands move to the inside of the leg, staying up in your pigeon pose. Find it first, stretch the knees, find where that front knee feels okay. Grab your weight and bicep curl, same thing. And release that weight after 5. Bring the right elbow down, find your heart center, look over left shoulder. If my left knee is forward, I'm looking over my left shoulder. And release. Now revolve that twist. So take the left elbow down and bring the hands to heart center. Continue to breathe. And release the hands. Take the knee back, find a plank. Paddle your heels just a little bit, dropping those knees toward the mat. Knees down, child's pose. And breathe, relax. Coming to a seated pose. So stretch the feet down the mat. And let's just take one weight. Bring it to the chest and then take it overhead and find staff sit. So I just want you to concentrate on sitting up nice and tall, pushing the chest open, looking up just a little bit. If you need to, soften your knees and breathe. Bring that weight to the chest and leave it in the floor. When you're ready, turning to face me, widen the feet, scoot the glutes back, and sit up nice and tall. So take your hands to the inside of the thighs, open the chest, and breathe. We are coming to the end of this session. If you would take your right hand and take it over, place it on the left rib cage, the left side of the rib cage. Take the left hand up to the sky and just lean. So if you wanted to, you could lean toward your toe, or you could just lean toward the side. I will let that be your mat, your world today. Bringing it down, same thing on the other side. Left fingers connect with the right rib cage. Right fingers move up. Lean to the side or lean toward your toes. Releasing that pose. When you're ready, walk those fingertips forward, finding a straddle. And breathe. Looking towards your mat, looking in front of your eyes toward the floor. And coming up, let's take our last 3 breaths together. So when you're ready, inhale to the top. Exhale, twist. Inhale up. And exhale, twist. Inhale up. Exhale to the heart center. From right here, close your eyes for just a moment. And we'll see if we can get my bowl to ring for you. Finding your inhale and your exhale. You had a great workout today. Have a great week. Namaste.